name is Tyla. The show is Tyla. That's the voice you hear.
What's up? This is Tyla. Hey guys, it's Tyla. I'm a singer-songwriter.
Hi, it's Tyla, and this is my life in
on the Ebro show. Y'all give it up for Tyla one time, please.
We are here with Tyla, best
winner, Tyla for Water, best.
There's never been a Tyla before me.
Today, Tyla is one of the biggest young artists in the world. But just a few years ago, almost nobody outside South Africa knew her name. She wasn't born into global fame. She was a girl from Johannesburg with a dream and a phone. So how did she get here? Before the Grammys, before the stadiums, before any of it, she was a teenager from the east of Johannesburg. And when people asked her where the music came from, she never talked about a plan. She talked about her house.
Your music has been a part of my life since I could remember. Like my family, music is everything for them. And I grew up in a family filled with it. And my love for music came from there.
Yeah, and
this is 2019. She is 17 years old, sitting in a radio studio in Johannesburg, and she is still in high school.
I'm doing my last year of high school this year. I'm actually a year ahead. Yeah,
Her parents did not want this for her, and she was already telling anyone who would listen exactly how far she intended to take it.
They were strict with me. They didn't want me to get into the industry. I mean, what's your situation with your parents?
I'm actually very lucky to have a family that supports me 100% with music.
Every artist you have ever heard of had a version of this room, a small station, a local producer, a song nobody has played yet. What separates them is almost never talent. It is what happens in the 2 or 3 years after. She was not discovered. That word makes it sound like someone found her lying there. What actually happened is that a producer heard her voice on somebody else's Instagram story.
So I came across her on a friend of mine's Instagram story, and I heard her voice, and I was like, oh, she sings. And I tried to get in contact. She does, eh?
Yeah.
So I tried to get in contact, never got a reply.
Yeah.
He tried to reach her. She never replied. 2 weeks later, her future manager was watching the same video, and neither of them knew the other one was watching it too.
So I've been making music since grade 7. I've been doing this.
Yeah.
So I was able to hear the voice, and I was like, yo, there's something here.
Yeah.
Let's try to reach out. And then my manager, Garth, like 2 weeks after I found her profile, I found him listening to the same video, watching the same video, and I was like, hey, I know that voice.
Yeah.
That's when we realized we'd been watching the same person for a while, and we're like, hey, we need to reach out. And
by then, she had been making music for 5 years. Nobody was listening yet. And when the presenter asked her the ordinary question, how far do you want to take this? She did not give the ordinary answer.
Where are you taking this career?
I want to take it to as far as I can make it. I don't see an end. Yeah, I just want to take it to the top.
You want to grow with it, right?
I want to grow with it. I want to be in front of thousands of people.
Yes.
And yeah, that's just where I see myself.
She was 17. She had one unreleased single, and she had already decided. The song was called Getting Late. Before it, there were 20 or 30 others that nobody ever had.
I want people to know that's Tyla singing when they hear my songs.
So have you been recording a whole lot of other songs as well?
Yes, we have.
and the day we met for the first time, there have been 20, 30 songs that led up to this.
Yeah.
It was set for the 18th of October, and on live radio, in front of the one man who could actually play it, they started negotiating about leaking it early.
The manager was saying the song is not out yet, so we can't have it. So I'm saying, do we have an opportunity to, I don't want to call it leaking the song because I know you guys are not going to give it to me, but I would love to give it to the people. How do we make it available to people before the actual, when is the release date?
The 18th of October, but we're thinking of leaking it, you know?
We can do that.
Right now.
That is what wanting it looks like from the inside. Not a strategy, a 17-year-old and a producer trying to get one song in front of anybody at all. Getting Late came out. It did well at home. She signed to a major label. And then came the quiet years, the part of the story nobody makes a documentary about. Recording, waiting, watching other people's songs go around the world. And then in July of 2023, she released a song called Water.
It's a dance style called Bacardi. It's like South African type dancing, and yeah, it originated in Pretoria, and yeah, people love it.
Yeah, it was not the whole song that did it, not at first. It was about 11 seconds of it and a dance. She had been dancing it long before anybody outside South Africa had a name for it. And when it finally changed everything, she made sure everyone knew exactly where it came from.
And I want to thank Bacardi, also Pretoria, because the moment I did Bacardi on that stage to water, it changed my whole life. And I just love my country so much, and I want to take this moment to celebrate all the artists from here.
People did not share the song, they shared themselves doing the dance, and the song came along with it. Water crossed onto the Billboard Hot 100. By most counts, it was the first song by a South African solo artist to get there in more than 50 years. In February, the Grammys announced a new category, Best African Music Performance. She was 22 years old. What comes next is the part that looks like winning.
Yes, I definitely felt so welcome by the industry, by America. Like, I've been very welcomed, so I'm very grateful from, like, you know, to just be here and to be able to share my music and my culture in places that might not understand me fully.
And then 3 weeks after, the biggest night of her life, and while that was happening, something else was. On the 7th of March, 2 weeks before opening night in Oslo, Tyla cancelled the tour. 20 dates gone.
Water hitmaker was set to tour North America, the UK, Europe. Additionally, she was also confirmed to perform at Coachella 2024, set to take place in the Empire Polo Club in Idaho next month. In a heartfelt statement released
an injury, that is the whole reason, and it is not a scandal, but it was the first time the world watched her have to stop. And it was somewhere around here that people stopped asking what she had done and started arguing about what she was. There is one argument that has followed her since the day she got big. It is not about her music, it is about what she is.
A-pop, African pop, you know? A-pop is literally me trying to extend the idea of what an African pop star looks like, what an African pop star sounds like.
Amapiano, Afrobeat, pop, R&B, everyone had a category ready for her, and she kept refusing to stand inside one.
You know, I think that sometimes you, like when you're from somewhere, you expect it to look away or sound away in order to be like, I've seen things where they're like, oh, Tyla's not African enough. And I'm like, what is African enough? You know, like, I think it's a very frozen, like, it just feels like we're frozen in time with that type of ideology. But I really feel like now that I'm on my second album, I'm really excited to show how just diverse I am and how I grew up around so many different influences, and I really want to show that and share that. And with A-pop, it's really just that. Like, I bring the A to pop.
Yeah. It is worth sitting with that question because it is the one she gets asked in every country she goes to in a different accent each time.
There's never been a Tyla before me, and I don't have a roadmap. I don't have someone to call and ask how they did things and which steps to make. So as I stumble through my career and my life now, growing up as a woman and an artist in front of the world, I just thank South Africa for being there for me and for supporting me and just for, you know, everything that inspires me.
At the South African Music Awards, she said the part that actually answers it. There was no map for what she was trying to do. There was nobody ahead of her to call. Here is the thing nobody signs up for. She became famous at 21, and she has done the rest of her growing up with an audience watching.
I mean, I don't, but my managers, they always try to like shackle me. They're like, Tyla, put your phone down. Stop making videos, stop talking. And I should probably listen to them because I get into a lot of but I don't know, like I just think it's more interesting, you know. I still want to be a 24-year-old girl, you know. I don't want being a pop star to stop my life and make me feel like now I'm in jail and I have to let like things slide and all those things.
But it sounds like you're just don't play with me. Like, don't play in my face. Don't play.
The people around her are not wrong. She is not wrong either. Both things are true, and there is no version of this where she gets to have both.
Because they should prep her for those kind of questions. Like, if you're a label, if you're a publicist, you know, and you're taking your artist on her media rounds or him on his media rounds, you know what's out there. You know what could potentially be asked. It's not like she hadn't been asked that question before. And
the argument outside is about genre. The argument inside is much simpler. How much of yourself do you hand over?
And if you think I'm a punk, I'm not a punk. Doesn't sound like Mean Girl to me. That just sounds like I'm not somebody you're just gonna walk all over and treat like shit.
Yeah, no.
And I'm gonna speak up for myself. I'm gonna speak up for my loved ones. And
yeah, you know, like I really believe in that. I don't think that now. Yeah, I just don't like being restricted, honestly. I want to be myself. If I'm here and you want me to be authentic, you want me to be myself, let me be myself, you know?
I think the Mean Girl shit is not true at all.
She won the Grammy again. She made a second album and called it a pop, African pop, which is less a genre than an argument made in public about who is allowed to be a pop star.
I want to take this moment to celebrate all African artists. Our music, our culture is so rich, and I'm so proud of everybody.
And when she goes home, what happens is not industry. It is a crowd in Johannesburg that has known exactly who she was for a lot longer than the rest of the world has.
I have a song with Babala, Mau, Liquid Deep, and I'm just so happy to be South African. I'm happy to be African, most of all. And I pray one day to see a unified Africa.
7 years ago, she was 17 in a radio studio in her last year of school, telling a presenter she wanted to be in front of thousands of people.
I want to grow with it. I want to be in front of thousands of people.
Yes.
And
she was not exaggerating. She was just early. There is a version of this story that is only about a song. It is the easier version to tell, and it is not true. What actually happened is that a 17-year-old decided exactly what she wanted, said it out loud to a presenter who had never heard of her, and then spent 7 years refusing to be talked out of it. The Grammys are the part that is easy to explain. The 7 years before them are the story. If this gave you something you did not have before, subscribe, leave a like, and tell me in the comments which part of her story you did not know.